So, hi, Peter Miracle. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to this student feedback session. We're almost approaching the middle of this particular course, and I'd like to make some feedback, know what we've done so far, where we're navigating towards, and how to make the most of what we are, what we'll be doing in the future. So, um, the first person is gonna unmute their mic now, and then just share with us the first person. It's a miracle. Are you there?
Hi, sir.
Okay, can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Miracle. I am a student of Lagos State University from the Department of Mass Communication, and I will be giving my feedback on the course MCM 202, Editing and Graphics in Communication. Firstly, I would like to really commend the lecturer. I would say thank you very much, sir, for taking out your time to teach us. Because a few months ago, we were complaining about not being taught, and in the twinkle of an eye, we're already complaining about being overtaught. So this is to show that there is someone who actually takes out his time to have classes out of practical experiences and also giving us enough examples during the class. So I really say thank you very much. Now this course has been very beneficial to me, and I am sure it's also beneficial to students because we've been able to talk about journalism, fact checking. It is our field as mass communication students. For so many of us who want to pursue a career in mass communication, and we've learned how very importantly it is to check for facts to ensure that there is no damage to whatever organization or person or individuals that we're passing on information about. We've also learned about editing and communication generally, listed fact errors, and also learned even about styles, consistency. So the course is packed. The course is very beneficial to us. It is filled with enough should I say informations that we need that will help us to easily navigate through life. But then there is something I also noticed about this course. I think it kind of had a lot of similarities to other courses that we've done in the past, and also to some courses that we are currently doing. And at a point, it kind of feels like it is confusing. I would not mention a course that looks so much alike, but then I think myself personally, I'm mistaking the informations among themselves. Like I then have to always go back to my notes to remind myself that no, this is MCM 202, not the other course. And then we have done so many courses in the past too that states exactly the same information that we have here. So at a point, I felt like it's maybe we do not have enough courses, or maybe we've learned everything we're supposed to learn. Not everything, of course, nobody's an island, but we've learned a good, we've gotten enough information. Let's not say enough, but we've gotten a good number of information from all that courses, and we're just repeating the same thing. But aside what we repeated, we've learned so many things that we didn't even learn from other courses. We've learned about styles, consistency, we've learned about editing, and we even made use of Adobe Photoshop. We did class on it, even had to see practical sessions of how this app is being used. So in summary, I would really say I commend the course, I commend the lecturers, I also commend the students for staying throughout the classes. Of course, learning is not easy. It has been stressful, doing all courses at the same time, and then have to having to write exams. So kudos to the students, kudos to the lecturer for this particular course. I mean, the lecturer for this particular course is beautiful. That's all I have to say. So they're very beautiful.
Thank you very much for your feedback. So can we all keep our mic muted and just the person speaking to unmute, please? So thank you so much for that feedback, Peter Miracle. So can I have someone who wants to go next? So who wants to go next? Who wants to go next? Hmm? So you can put your feedback in the chat on YouTube too if you don't want to talk. I don't want to pick on names, so I don't speak on you on people who are not ready to talk. So your feedback will help us improve the course. It will help us to know if we're doing the right thing or if we're doing the wrong thing, or if you were putting too much pressure. And I would like to respond to what Peter Miracle shared. He had identified some things which I think I myself, but at some point I felt like, I felt like, this thing is just intertwined. It is too connected, and I hope it is not confusing. That kind of thing. So to the students, and it's good that you're diligent enough to go back to your notes to pick and to be able to separate the content of all of these courses, so we are not confusing. Yes, I'm not here to confuse you anyway. I'm here to make you understand the reality. They are all connected. The way they have redesigned the MCM curriculum, where NUC have redesigned it in such a way that it's going to be giving us a continuous, a progressive knowledge. I hope you can hear me on YouTube now. I can get some feedback that you can't hear me on YouTube. Can you confirm that you can hear me on YouTube? If you can't hear me on YouTube, it means you're on Telegram and you're also on YouTube. So you need to leave one app because both apps are sharing the same hardware resources. You understand? There are two softwares sharing one hardware resources, so it will be affecting one another. So it's going to be like 50-50 and sometimes 70-30. So or less than depending on how efficient your phone RAM is. So okay. So this is what I've got now, and I'm just spotlighting the chat. I can see a lot of good afternoon, good days there. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for greeting. And again, most importantly, beyond greeting, I would like a sincere feedback. So we have Oluwagbemi Elijah. Oluwagbemi Elijah. Oluwagbemi Elijah, I want to say something. Oh, you still can't hear me on YouTube. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you can hear me. How about now? Is it better? Okay. So, good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah. So, sir, concerning the course, I've been able to learn, I've learned like a lot. Even in the aspect of designing, there's certain things I don't know about editing, about the workflow of production, which I've been able to get. And even with that, giving me 8% if I can become a production manager and I can become a good editor, a chief editor for that matter, which I really appreciate and I really like your effort in teaching us, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you very much for that. So, Ade Tuoju Oluwanifemi, Glory. Can you unmute your mic, please? If Ade Tuoju is not there, can we have Ibrahim or Najat? I can see that you've put your name down. You've put your name down. This session is not about checking or not checking or this is it's not the session for that. It's not about checking. You stay on, focus on what we're doing and make progress, okay? All right. So I have a feedback here, so which I'm going to spotlights. So yeah, who is talking next, please? So this editing and graphics course, as I'm going on. Good afternoon. Can you speak louder, please? Can you please speak louder? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my name is Ibrahim Adab, a student of Global Physics because of my subject.
Your voice is muffled. Your voice is muffled. Yeah, sorry, your voice is a bit muffled. Can you amplify a bit, please? Yeah. Yes, it's just muffled. You may have to do without your mic if you have been using your mic. If you're using an hands-free, sometimes those hands-free are not the best. Yes, it sounds good.
Is it clear now, sir?
This is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. First of all, I just want to thank you so much for your time and dedication this semester. I just have to say that for the first time since we've transitioned fully to online class, I think this is the first time I can confidently say I'm attending classes very well and I'm actually understanding it. Most important, the most beautiful part is actually the interaction part. This is the first time since I've been in university that I've actually seen a lecturer take his time to interact with students and actually give it feedback. In the beginning, your teaching style was completely different and foreign. A lot of people felt confused, but as time moved on, it felt really refreshing. So I just want to thank you so much. But the only thing I have to say is that is about this attendance issue. Now, I don't really know where you are, sir, but where a lot of students are, electricity is bad, is really bad. So I would really appreciate it more if the attendance link can be left a few hours just for like us that our electricity is really bad. Aside from that, sir, I just really want to commend you for your time and effort and all.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that, and I appreciate it. So, thanks for bringing that to my notice. It's a thing that has been on my mind. I've been thinking, as much as I'm thinking as an educator, I'm also thinking also from the student perspective, because I totally comprehend that we don't have control over some things like lights. The power is a challenge, and I'm thinking about leaving it. But at the same time, I'm also thinking I was a student. I know what student can do. They will not watch it now. They will not do anything. They will not learn now. But they will complain. They will come to ask some funny questions. But at the same time, I think we'll give it the benefit of doubt. I'll leave it. I would see how it goes for the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna leave it open for the next 2 weeks. So if you like what I've just done, and if you are going to commit to doing the right thing, you're going to commit to doing the right thing, then, and I see that the attendants are making sense, you are responsible, you're not trying to cheat the system, and then we'll have a very good time. We would have a very good time. So please, let's let's maybe we'll do it that way. Let's do it that way. Okay. So I'm going with your HOC. So who wants to say any other thing about that? There's advantage and disadvantage of keeping it open. But the advantage is that it will honor those who have power challenge, and it will respect them, which I totally comprehend, and I think I can relate with. So I'll keep it open for the next week and see how it goes. Yeah, that's just a nutshell. Who wants to go next, please? Okay, I have another feedback here. Oh my god, can you copy this feedback, Debrechi? Can you copy it and put it on YouTube so I can pin it and sort of thing, and then so people who are coming back to it will be able to read it. But in the meantime, as I'm waiting, the feedback says that my name is Okaja Debrechi. I'm a student of Lagos State University, and my feedback on this course is that the course has been helpful in such a way that the process of editing has been kind of helpful, especially for me that doesn't really know how to edit and provide some. And also for the purpose of editing symbols, for the purpose of editing symbols, has helped me to be able to provide clear correction symbols, and also, though it has also been stressful somehow, but actually what the stress, at least I am able to draft something. I'm able to draft something, and I'm able to fact check how and where the error is also. So that's a good feedback there. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. I see there are some errors there. If you to do a great deal, if you review that and then edit those things and let me see the updates on how far you've come with the changes in there. So, okay. So on this also note, let's see what we can hear from another person. So So who else wants to say something? Who else want to say something? We're quite a number of chat. Okay, let's do this. Pop out. Yeah, as I'm the one responsible for the challenge I was having. Okay, I need another feedback, please. This live stream is the best. Okay, let's start picking up some things. Person says, my name is Otakwa Sarah. For the class, I've learned so much about layout design, picture framing, advanced copy editing, how to use Adobe. And I would say it has been really lovely. All right, thanks for that. And then that person says, good afternoon, sir. I've actually learned a lot from this course about editing, copy editing, photo editing. This was more interesting, interactive for us to understand. Hey, thank you. Okay, you want to say some promise, Damilola? Okay. So, promise, Damilola, please unmute your mic. Promise, Damilola, please unmute your mic. Promise, if you can hear me, please unmute your mic. Um, I think we can get some noise from there. The noise is much. So, can someone else try? Can someone else show up? Okay, someone, Nathaniel Stella said, okay, wow. Okay. I really want you guys to engage, talk more. Let me know the areas you want to improve on, things you want more. No, if you're just quiet, it's not going to be helpful. It's not going to be helpful. Don't just be quiet. I'm waiting.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm very well too.
Okay. So, first of all, sir, I want to thank you for the way you initiated the lectures, like YouTube, and Telegram. Though it is somehow data talking, but at least we are gaining a lot from it. So what I want to say is that it's about when we want to like watch the video.
Yes.
It's very blurry. Like I can't even. It's very, very blurry. Sometimes I want to say, okay, maybe I'm just in a place that okay, I'm doing one day and I want to just reflect back on what you thought of. I can't see like it's very blurry. I can only hear what you're saying, but the screen is also like helping me to like understand what you're saying, but it's very blurry.
Okay. Have you been in this? Is it a situation? Have you tried changing your settings to increase the?
No, no, sir.
I think that is why. If you have not changed the settings of your YouTube, that's why. If you want me to show you that, I can show you that. Okay. Is this something I should? Do you guys think it's something I should share on the screen right now?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that now. Let's see. I will use
Thank you, sir.
an incognito account. So, and then let me go capture my screen now. Screen up. Okay, good. All right. So, can you confirm that you can see my screen on YouTube now? It should come up in a few seconds. The first thing you want to do, go to YouTube. And as I'm doing it there, I want to see if I can. Can you mute your mic, or you move from that place where there is noise? I will just share my screen on Telegram too for those who are on Telegram. So I'll go on YouTube. So for those who are on Telegram, I hope you can see my screen. Can you? Can you see my screen? Those on Telegram.
No, sir.
Oh, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Your screen. You're sharing your screen. Yeah. Okay, good. People are thumbsing up. So let's say, for instance, I needed to search for the course, and I've searched. Let's say, for instance, I understand that this may not take me there because I need to be 18 plus for you to access the content I have there. Let's see if we can access it anyway. So it's going to show me up. You click on there. Yeah. And then you go to courses. When you go to courses, let's say, for instance, we have this one. I'm just going to mute the mic. So what happens there is that while it is playing, it may be blurry. Okay, let's go to a place where I did something about checking. Let's see for checking. Oh, adverts. Oh my god. Right. So this advert is going to go on my list. Okay, let's do it. Another one. Oh no. All right. So on Telegram, let's move on the one on Telegram. We're just gonna skip the one for YouTube, and then yes. So if this is not very clear, I'll post that on YouTube and stay on there. You on YouTube, if you're on screen, you come to the three dot. Is it the three dot? Yeah. No, not there. Yeah. Come to the settings. Click on the settings and then quality. You see that by auto, depending on network strength, it will select 480p. Can you try this try this at your end? Try it at your end. On Telegram, when you get on there, you click on the settings. Quality. By default, it will be 480p. 480p is low. It will not be clear. If I change this 480p to HD, you see what will happen. It will load high definition. Do you see that? If I change it here to higher quality, I can even decide the quality myself. Advanced. Decide 720. It will increase. You see that it has increased it. It has increased the sort of the quality of the output. All right, practical session. Let's go to the practical session. So now it becomes clearer now. Now if I change this to, let me change it to 480 again. In fact, let me change it to 114p. You see what happens on my screen. Let's change this to 100. You will see what happened here now. It is going to reduce the quality. Just reduce the volume. You see that the quality has dropped. No, it hasn't dropped. In fact, it's still standing, still at 7. I want it to go to this. If you want to do data friendly, data saver, once you go to data saver, it will cut it down. Usually, data saving in 7080p. But you can imagine the one on YouTube now. Right now on YouTube, for those on YouTube, you can see how bad it is. And you can change it. If you increase it, the higher it goes, the better. The higher it goes, the better. Does this answer your question, please? Does this answer your question? So you can try that on your mobile phone. The same thing happens on mobile phone. I'll just stop sharing now. Does that help? Oh, all right. After I stop sharing here, stop sharing. Oh, someone is recording me. Okay. So that's how it works. So let's see who else want to go. I'll pass you guys the attendance now. So you can mark yourself in. No pressure, okay. Sorry, I can't hear you. Someone's saying something?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well, sir.
Okay. What's your name? Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Yusuf.
Okay.
My name is Yusuf Rosdin Ololaje.
Okay. Go
So, seeing by what you've just shown now, the video, like sharing when you're sharing your screen, and from this Telegram perspective, I'm seeing that it's actually more effect. It will be more clear if we can even do it on this Telegram, because apart from power supply, most of we that are students, our parents are not understanding from our perspective that we are using our feeding allowance to do data. It's just that we are in school. So the Telegram aspect of it, the YouTube, it consumes data, more of our battery. I'm not saying it's not a good platform to use, but it's not something that we can actually we can actually respond to you on Telegram too. Like almost everything that we can do on YouTube, we can do it on Telegram.
Yeah.
My own suggestion is,
but
my own
you
feedback
can't retrieve. You can't. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up. Finish up.
We can actually record. We can actually record our classes on Telegram. So I'm not saying that YouTube is a bad idea, but increasing to 480 I forgot what you called it now, is more data consuming again. The one we are on, like in a week, if we do data, we spend nothing less than, that one is, even if you're a 100 user, you spend nothing like less than 4,000 to 5,000 naira on data. And if you are with your parents, they might understand. But if you are always demanding for money and you are someone that don't work, they don't understand from your perspective. And we still have other classes that are joining too. Not all our classes are online. There's no physical class in school. That's why we need to see it. I just want to see my own perspective to say.
I understand that.
If you can have our classes on Telegram, it's been much better.
Yes, I understand what you have shared with me. Oh no, let's not use that link for the attendance. I will respond to the question now. So I think that's the wrong thing. So yeah, if you can have it on Telegram, the part of it that I think is sustainability. If I'm going to teach this course the next session, will I have to repeat the same thing all over again?
Can I say something?
Yeah. Can I respond to the question before you say something, please? So because of sustainability, we are not, it's not, how do I call it? No, easily retrievable. You can record it for your individual use, but it cannot be incremental or developmental. I can always, for the model I've drawn up, I've picked YouTube for different reasons. To create a community that that is progressive and incremental. And if there's an update on a certain aspect of the course, I can always add to it. And you individually can always go back to view it. But if you record, how much of space can you keep forever? What if you lose that device where you saved it? How about later in future? You want to come back to it. Think about sustainability. As a student, if I were like you, I'll think of the same thing. But over the years, I've learned something. If something is not sustainable, what's the point of starting and stopping? What's the point of starting and not being able to go back to it? It should be retrievable. It should be retrievable. You understand? That's the part of it. And the cost of data, the same way my salary, they are not giving me extra allowance. I'm paying for data. It's my personal data that I'm using, not the university data. Have you thought about me? How much I'm incurring on this? Have you? So think about that. And then we'll be able to understand the fact that you are the most beneficial party here. If I decide to water it down, but now I'm putting it, we're both going to benefit. So, in the sense that it will reduce my work on the long run and more. So, let's see. I hope that answered the question, and someone wanted to respond to that. Please. Can you go ahead, please?
Good afternoon, sir.
Go ahead, please. Good afternoon to you.
Sir, my name is Daniel Okwenyi. So my question is about this the email that, because initially all of us are both of us we are using our personal email. But yesterday now there was an issue that said we should go and use our institutional
Sorry,
email.
the
But
cost.
since the beginning
Hello,
of this
hello. I think you are mixing up the courses. This is MCN 202. Focus.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
But then it is I think are we going to be using our school email or this our personal email?
If you've been given your school email, there is a reason why you were given the school email. Do you know why?
The school email able to it's not most of we cannot operate it on our phones.
Okay, have you made any complaint? Are we having conversation? If you're having troubles with your school email, have you been to the ICT department? Can you all put a letter together and write the ICT department that you need to be able to use your school email on your phone? HOC, please coordinate that. Yes. I would discuss with your HOC on how to coordinate that. Okay.
So the question was is this like
you can put your thoughts together, and then when you're ready, you can unmute your mic. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So let me read some feedback online. Nathaniel Stella said that good afternoon. This call has been a lot practical and example helpful, impactful, and I've learned editing and a few other things. Okay. Okay, sir, we need to know when the class will be scheduled in advance. Okay, the class is interesting and quite engaging. So for me, it is the only scheduling I want to know more about. Okay. For now, MCN 202 is Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Friday. Tuesday 2 to 3 and Fridays 11 to 12. And then that's happening. So that's what's happening. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Okaja. I think I've read that. Okay. So good afternoon. How are you doing, sir? Blah blah blah. And then my name is Fife Ifami. Hi. I don't know what that means. I've learned a lot from this class, starting from editing to copy editing and more. Okay, and then workflow and many more. Okay. The editing process has been helpful and also functional graphics have been helpful. The class is actually worth the stress and at least you are doing it for us really without going to pay. Right. Okay. Thank you for that. Sorry, it's all shortened, sir, because of the typing limit. So thank you for the free teaching and lesson. All right. Thank you for your feedback, and I appreciate that. So, um, okay. So, are you ready to talk now? Have you put your thoughts together?
So what I want to say, can I say it's like personal? If you don't mind,
Okay, you want to speak with me directly?
for you too.
Okay, you can
Yes, directly.
you can go to the university page where you have my profile. Just type my first name, last name, and put last two, and then it will come up. And you find a link there where you can book a drop-in session. Then you can have your personal session. This applies to anyone who wants to engage in real life. All right, so you can speak with me if you want personal consultation. You want maybe some personal coaching. You can take advantage of that medium. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna post, just putting the
Thank you.
final links together. Yeah. Is there any other question? Am I missing anyone out? No. All right. Go ahead if there's any other question. I have realized that my today's original teaching for today is very is bulky and it's very it's very it's like it's intense. So I have chosen not to go ahead with it. I want to get feedback first so I can use it to reshape it. You understand what I mean? That's like my next teaching. That's why I'm sort of taking this session the way I'm taking it now, so I have to gather as much feedback as I can to drive it. Okay, go ahead, please. Please go ahead. What's your name?
So this is Miracle. I don't know if I can still say something. I forgot to add something very important.
Okay, please go ahead. Add that thing that is very important. Add it.
Sir, can I?
Yes, go ahead. Add it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so sir, I wanted to first say thank you very much for the feedback session. It's very useful. At least we get to express ourselves, and we're seeing that you're somebody that likes to grow. You're very considerate, and we say thank you. So something I want to mention is the issue of timing.
Yes.
Time. So we understand that. Myself personally, I think I've seen you as somebody who loves teaching, who loves to pass knowledge, and we really understand that you want to help us. But at the same time, I think we talked about it the last time, and you said for a 3 unit course, we should expect to use 3 hours. That's for us to learn. So we really take that into cognizance. But so we want you to understand that this is something that is more than timing. It goes beyond just time. We have other classes, and even on days where we don't have other classes, for some of us who have to survive because of this online structure, we've learned to survive. We've learned to put our hands into other things, like to work, to do things beyond classes, and we make use of our devices too. For example, I have just one device that I use for both classes. So when we do a class for 3 hours, not just does when the class finally ends, maybe 2 hours too, and the class finally ends, the class does not just end. Our data ends too. Our battery also ends. I mean, at some point, our energy also ends. Like my brain gets shut down sometimes when we finish the class. And when I finally check out, I'll just see the sign of relief and be like, finally, it has ended.
Don't let
So,
don't let your energy
I would
end
just
though.
wanted you to maybe you can consider on it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Don't
Maybe
let
you can just consider on the time because we work.
you work.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You work.
Yes, sir.
How can you be a full-time student and still be working?
So let's be frank and honest. Being a full-time student in this country and you just focus your entire energy in learning cannot be beneficial to you.
Okay.
We have to gather more skills, not just read our books. Of course, we gain skills, we practicals, go to companies and
Mommy, time. Good afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon. How are you? How are you? Good afternoon. Okay, so we have about.
So please, I have something to say, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
All right, so about this online class, for me as, let me say, visually impaired, when I'm live on YouTube and maybe I'm just like joining the live. So there's a particular time that they will say that we should like check in or something like that.
Yes.
Use my screen reader to understand, to just like to use, and I'll be just like swiping, and for me I'll not be able to concentrate on the class because it's the feedback that the screen reader is giving me. That's what I'll just like be concentrating on. So also it's distracting me a lot, like not to concentrate.
Yeah.
So some of the class I don't attend, I don't like join and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe there are other ways that can help us. Like maybe just like this strategy or something like that.
Okay, I didn't catch the last statement. If there's other way that I can do what? Can you okay, you know what?
Can make it easy, like
Okay, yes. Okay, yes. All right. I think I get that. I'm going to respond to that now. I got what you said. Can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. So I think I've addressed this before, and could you please guys mute your mic? Everyone mute your mic. Everyone mute your mic. Oguntola, Razak, mute your mic. Kai. All right. So I think I have made effort to address this. I had a conversation with one of the Tree of Readers Blossom, which has been representing your special group, and because of what is the limitation, I've said there's a special consideration for you guys. You don't have to be worried about attendance for you guys. Yes, because I'm going to always ensure that you are on point. Don't worry about that. Whereas there's an adjustment for you guys, so you have a link that will be sent to you. Don't worry about it. So far, for the ones that you have been unable to fulfill, don't worry about it. So you have a special consideration. Thank you. I hope that answers your question. You can unmute your mic to respond. Okay, so I'll be ending this session in about 6 minutes.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So I'll be ending the session in about 6 minutes, and then I'll put the link for you guys to all check in. Everyone, just you don't need to be worried about anything. This should be our lecture. So 12 okay. That's the one we had the last time. Yeah, there you go. So okay, is there any other person who wants to say something? I think I saw one long message.
Sir, you sent a link before.
Yeah, no, that link is not the correct link I wanted to send. Sorry.
So we should fill again.
That link is
Okay,
not.
sir.
Have you filled that one? Did it go well for you?
I think just very few people, not everybody. So we need another link, sir.
Okay, if that went well, let me see. 34 people.
Excuse me, sir.
If that went well,
I didn't go well. People didn't see the link.
don't worry. I'm gonna put it back. Can you take it one after the other, please? Let's be orderly. So there won't be checkouts today, okay? I'll put the link back. Let me see how much I can read from. Okay, this time is fixed. I don't work on unfixed. Tuesday, Monday, for the break up for this particular course is Tuesday and Friday. So there's no back and forth on this. This is a chat. Thanks for your feedback. We'll work on it. I'm gonna ask a selected team of people in your class to look after and ensure that these issues are addressed. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Okay,
So,
sir.
all right. So, do you want to say something? You need to mute whatsoever platform that you are on so that we can hear you clearly.
Simply, can you drop the link on Telegram also?
I have done that now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, in your writing,
Sir, please, for those of us that filled it again, should we fill again?
no, it's the same link.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
All right. So,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah. Yes, please.
You sent the link you sent is checking. Are we the link you sent is checking? Are we to wait for checkout or
No, no,
that's
no.
just
Don't worry. Just
attendance link
ignore it.
for
That's the
today?
attendance for today. It's just one off. It's just one off. So, guys,
Okay,
let's.
thank you, sir.
I've listened to you guys. I want you guys to listen to me now. What I want to say to you is, I saw. Leave. Don't worry about passcode. You will receive it. I've always said it. So you fill the first one, just leave it that way. That's enough. Don't refill it. When you're giving instruction, stay with the instruction. Mhm. So, all right. So, I've watched people learn the hard way in life, and I think over 16 years ago, I was a student just like you in Nassau, and this is 2026. And yes, that's 11 years, not 16 years. Yeah, 11 years ago. So the thing is, if we don't do the right thing at the right time, we'll do it at the wrong time. You understand that? So, and if you don't listen to instructions, you make mistakes. And if you make mistakes and the mistake is happening repeatedly, someone can be upset. So you need to be sure that you are getting things right. If you're unsure, ask questions. That's why when you ask question, I say ASK means always seek knowledge. A for always, S for seek, K for knowledge. Even if you ask foolish questions, you will still make progress. Okay? So do what you need to do, learn correctly and learn right. Alright. So I'm doing what I'm doing effortlessly, and then it's time taking, it is stressful, but it leaves me fulfilled. You understand? And I truly want to build a community at all because I notice a big deficiency in the industry and in the classroom. That's why we are doing this thing. So please, don't feel it again. I've said this clear, and if you have filled it once, don't do it again. Just leave it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. If for any reason you were here and you were not there, your name didn't appear later, just reach out to me. So let's keep it at that for now. The lesson we're supposed to learn today, I'll just tell you what it is about. It is layout, design, and visual hierarchy in the media. So it's a very practical thing. I had already prepared something, but I noticed the time will not be enough. So on that note, I would record it and then I will share it. And then when I share it, after watching, it is in the course of the video that then you will check out. But before you check out, you will be required to do something anyway. So don't try and just ensure that you follow through so you can learn. You don't know when you will need require the skills later. Yes, some of you might have been putting some thoughts together, like one of you said, that oh other I'm using it to build something, social media. But this is an education platform, it's for your own good. I'm not doing it for my own good, not earning from it. I may eventually earn from it later, and it's because of the value that you're getting there. I'm teaching you now, I'm giving you more. It's not because it's equivalent to the value of what you're paying me. No way. No way. It's nowhere near the value of what you're paying me. But then we'll come back to this and look at this. mine is to give the best always. Give the best always. Yeah. So I made a lot of limitations for the chats. I don't want too much conversations and all. That's why I you have some of those limitations. So apologies for that. Keep things short and simple. We want to put in more stuff. Um, put it in Telegram or send it to me on email. So but the my next class when it will be scheduled, it will be sent to you in advance, so it's not gonna be live. So just ensure that you do what you need to do. All right. So guys, thank you so much for your feedback. Is there any other thing that I'm missing out? Is your HOC here? Is there any of your leader here? And I'm aware that you're supposed to do some practicals in tool too. Because I'm not directly leading the course, I will let the leader decide what will happen. Okay. So
Thank you much. Thank you for the class.
you're welcome. Okay. Oh, all right. You're welcome. Okay, guys. Take good